Okay, William Peace Marketing class, Jeff Myers. Hope your first week went well. Wanted to talk to you a little bit more about what falls under the marketing umbrella. And then as we go through these 7 weeks, I want to spend at least some time on each of them before we depart, just so you understand how they all interconnect into value, which is really what the theme of marketing is. So, as we remember, under marketing, which is an umbrella, you have sales, you have consumer behavior, you have marketing research, you have public relations, advertising, sales promotion, customer service, and social media marketing. And all of those work together to make marketing the way marketing needs to be, and that's value for the customer. So I want to start with one of the important ones, customer service. And let you know, number one, that it's probably the most important piece to marketing today because a pissed off customer is dangerous. You own a business and that customer leaves upset. If they're like me, they're going to do what they can to teach you a lesson. And bad word of mouth is really destructive to your business, especially if it's on something like Yelp. The internet has magnified bad word of mouth times 1,000. So you not understanding that the customer is king, you not understanding that the customer can make or break you, you ain't going to be in business real long. So the value after the sale is critical. Are you there to help the customer if they have an issue? Does the customer feel important with you? Or do they go to the competition, which is everywhere? So when I teach customer service, 90% of the course is spent on how to motivate your internal customer, which is your employees. Happy customers or happy employees make for great customer service agents. For example, Chick-fil-A versus Hardee's. How many of you have been to Chick-fil-A in the last 30 days? Your hand's probably up. Mine is. How many of you have been to Hardee's in the past 30 days? You're probably thinking, when was the last time I went to Hardee's? There's a big difference. Look at how happy the employees at Chick-fil-A are when you look in the window. How about Hardee's? Chick-fil-A, you see people laughing, high-fiving, talking, working together. At Hardee's, you look in, there's one lonely person looking miserable, looking like they don't want to be there. Management doesn't care at Hardee's. They do at Chick-fil-A. And therefore, the employees have that smile at Chick-fil-A, and it's my pleasure. Oh yeah, and the line goes real fast. And then we makes it easier for us to spend the money on Chick-fil-A. It's pretty expensive. So we go to Chick-fil-A because we're treated better, for the efficiencies of the drive-through. We feel appreciated, and it's all because the employees are motivated. They've been told from management that they're really happy they were hired. They have contests that have been set up. They have employee parking. They got plaques in the Chick-fil-A restaurants. Employee of the month. Probably have employee parking of the month. They feel like a team, and therefore they automatically give you and I, the external customer, great customer service. So 90% of customer service in a class is spent on management techniques to keep us motivated as employees. The other 10% that I teach is, how do you handle an angry customer? Do you have a process? If you don't, you ain't gonna handle them. And therefore, they're going to leave your store angry. A lot of people like me that go out, tell as many people not to go there, and damage your business. People are forgiving, especially if you're the manager and you know how to handle an angry customer. So I want to give you the example that I learned when I was in telecom. We came up with the 7-step process. The first step is, let's take it this way. I'll give you a true story. We had a student of mine, an older student at Barton College. She lives in Wilson. And she was at Target and she was in a hurry. She had a wedding in the afternoon. And the line was about 5 deep, and she noticed that the cashier was spending more time talking to the other cashier than making that line move. So my student, she did a gesture like, hurry up, let's go. She made eye contact with the cashier, and the cashier looked at her and gave a smirk and said, whatever, B, called her the B word. This student was pissed off. So she went to the manager, and she told me, in class manager had no idea how to handle an angry customer. And over the past 4 months, it was 4 months earlier that this happened, she has told everybody she knows not to shop at Target. So there's Target and Walmart. There's one of each in Wilson. She's caused a lot of damage to the Target. She said the manager was interrupting me. He was all offended. He said, well, he did not know how to deal with her when it came to a angry customer. Let's put it that way. So we have to have a process. So here's the process. It's 7 steps. Number 1, acknowledge there's a problem. So if I was the manager, I would have come out and said, Tanya, my name's Jeff Myers. I'm the manager at Target. I heard you had a problem on lane 10 with one of our cashiers. Number 2, apologize. I'm really sorry that this happened. We hate when things like this happen. Number 3, ask what happened. Can I ask you from your side specifically what happened? And then number 4, listen. Listen, listen. Don't interrupt. I put a star next to listen. Let the customer vent. Don't say you're going to solve it. Don't correct. Don't say, oh my gosh, that's horrible. We're going to talk to. Let them talk, whether it takes a minute or 10 minutes. Number 5, apologize. Number 6, take action. Give them something free. Tell them what you're going to do. Tanya, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the cashier. I'm going to, after her shift, I'm going to find out why it was that she lashed out at you like this. And I can't promise we're going to fire her, but we're going to let her know that this is unacceptable and she won't be an employee of ours if this continues. I'd like to follow up with you, ma'am, tomorrow or the next day if you give me your cell phone number. And then apologize. So you apologize 3 times. And then the 8th step, I said 7, but you need the 8th step, is actually follow up with the customer. Call her. Let her know that you talked to her. Let her know she's sorry. Let her know she understands if it happens again, she'll be terminated. Those 8 steps, the customer walks away saying, wow, Target, they care. And therefore, she'll be an ally, a friend, an advocate of Target versus bad-mouthing them. So we have to have a process. Remember, acknowledge, apologize, ask, listen, apologize, take action, apologize, follow up. If you do that, you have a really good shot of handling an angry customer. Matter of fact, if you know this process that I just went over and you're ever going into management, especially customer service manager, and you go over these steps, I've had lots of students in my past that have called me up and said, I used that process that I wrote down, memorized, and I got the job. And they couldn't believe that I was so good at answering the question, how would I handle an angry customer? So just keep that in mind. Customer service is one of the steps or one of the careers in marketing. And it's an important career. More today than ever. Bad word of mouth will kill you. If anybody wants to talk more about that, you can certainly reach out and call me. Maybe we have some people that work in customer service. Most companies don't train you with a process that's that easy to where you can be confident in dealing with an angry customer. This way works. I've watched it. I've done it. I've seen many people do it, and it's really legit. The other thing that you need to remember is this. Angry customers you need to value because they're there to help you. You rather somebody come up and complain and scream at you than just walk out angry because they're giving you a chance to fix it. they're spotlighting that cashier that's probably doing it to other people. So you really have to be truly grateful and want to help this customer that's complaining. Don't look at an angry customer as somebody that's a burden, that's somebody that's a bother. They're there to help you. And you can only think about this when you own it and it's your money, when you're the owner. Or if you're responsible for profit loss in an organization. You should want to help the customer, the angry customer with his or her issue. You should look at them as valuable, not as a pest. That's all I got on customer service, and we'll talk about sales. We'll talk about PR. We'll talk about sales promotions and advertising in the next few weeks. So hope you have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.